Hey guys, it's ViewMasters Reactions, and we're back with Season 6, Episode 15, the final episode of the entire series of Cobra Kai. It is one of the longest, maybe the longest. I think it clocks in at like 50 minutes. The last episode was called Last Strike, and I didn't read the name of the episode until after we had watched the episode. I was saying at the end how poetic it was that Kreese and Silver went out together, and he ended it with the last word, mercy, because the line of Cobra Kai is strike first, strike hard, no mercy, sir. Well, the sir part is, them saying it to Kreese, but he basically went against his own phrase. No mercy, he said mercy, but he did it with a smile. He whipped the cigar, and that is why the episode was called Last Strike, because it's strike first, strike hard. He struck last, and he gave mercy to himself by ending everything, but he did it all for the safety of Johnny's family. Now, I just started the episode. This is the first scene we see, and Johnny's in a cemetery and he's drinking a bottle. So I did say at the end of the episode, even though there was a massive explosion and I don't think anybody in their right mind could have survived that, it showed the cigar light the fuse, or so to speak, like light the gas. And then it zoomed out and we saw the front of the ship blow up. And I'm like, maybe he ran to the back before I could even say it. The entire ship exploded within like a half-mile radius, was flames and fire, and there is no way anyone survived that I could think of. I mean, in television and movies, you could do whatever you want, but I feel like that was handled perfectly, and that is how both of them should go out. Silver went down the villainous asshole to the very end, and Kreese did turn a new leaf and made good with all his people. He made good with Tori, he made good with Johnny, he said his piece, and he was basically done, and that was it. Even the guy who trained him, he killed, and Pai Mei, who was the grandfather of Kim, he was shit too, and Kim took him out and was like, I'm gonna run this a different way. I don't know if we're gonna see her again, but we haven't gotten Chosen's wrap up, so I'm assuming that Chosen is gonna make his way to where Kim is and end it with Kim, because we already got the letter from Kumiko that ain't going anywhere. But Miguel won, Tori won, Cobra Kai is now tied, and our senseis have to fight Johnny versus Wolf. I can't wait. I don't know how they're going to find out the news, but I imagine there's going to be like a news report, and they're going to be like, Terry Silver's ship exploded, and they're going to kind of figure it out. I don't know if anyone would even know that Kreese was on the ship, though. Everything I thought would be handled in a way where it's like not believable. So far, even for a show like this where there's been a lot of unbelievable things, everything was handled in a way where I believe it could actually happen that way. And that's my favorite, when you have a way of doing things where you believe it and enjoy it. So let's jump in. I would imagine they're going to let Johnny win, because Johnny hasn't won a competition in over 40 years. I would want him to win. But like I said, Sensei Wolf also has the ability to rip out a man's heart. No, not rip out a man's heart, but he did that thing in the beginning when he was underground cage fighting where he killed a guy. So I'm kind of worried about that. But I feel like they're going to end it on a high note and let Johnny actually have his victory and solidify the Cobra Kai name. You guys want to see more of what I do? In the description is the link for Patreon, where you'll see every episode of Cobra Kai in full unedited. You want your own requested show or movie, go to the link, ask me to watch whatever you want. At a certain tier level, I will do so. That is how we have thousands of exclusives like Peaky Blinders, Doctor Who, Person of Interest, Outer Banks and Eureka, Pushing Daisies, Good Omens. We're currently doing Severance and Yellow Jackets new seasons. We started Schitt's Creek, Leverage, Ranma 1/2, thousands of other movies and shows full unedited. Check it out. If not, the final episode of the entire series of Cobra Kai. Oh shit. August 10th, 2017. That I didn't expect. It's got to be his mom then.
Hey, Mom. It's been a little while since the last time I was here.
I was going to say, why is he boozing it up before a fight?
Police got involved. It's pretty much even odds they locked me up. They have this new thing now called high definition cameras. All it took was one asshole calling me a loser to send me off the deep end. Making you proud is the best feeling I ever had. Never wanted that to end.
His acting this season is phenomenal. It always is.
Fuck off. Guy at Applebee's was right. I am a loser. I'm sorry I let you down.
He better get some rest. He's got a big ass fight coming up.
Oh, you This time I can't blow it.
That's the worst, when you can't sleep before a very important thing. Freaking out. I don't blame him. Now turn down a little.
Come at me harder.
Come at me harder.
Focus, Johnny. You gotta stay balanced, man. Whoa. Let's take a break.
No, I can go on.
Daniel-san is right. Need to conserve energy.
He's probably already learned all he can learn.
You run right at Wolf, it can be like running into a buzzsaw.
Yeah, I'm a buzzsaw too.
Yeah, like, I used to do shit like this. I used to take all sorts of martial arts and MMA fight and stuff. You aren't gonna learn anything you don't already know the day of a fight. Chill
All right,
out,
so hold him tight. I don't want to knock you down.
settle down, get out of your head. Where you're at right now is the best you're gonna be today. Chill out and relax.
Every fight I've ever gone into, I always knew I was gonna win.
You remember Rocky? Yeah, look, I know you're a big Rocky
I was
3
gonna say.
guy, Mr. T. Drago. They're fun and all. OG is the best. Remember who won?
Apollo.
Okay, Rocky's training hard the whole movie, and in the end, what happens?
He's happy he got that shot.
He went the distance.
Yeah.
It felt to him, to everyone, like he won. It's the same thing with you. Whatever happens, you got people around you who care about you, man.
Pretty good at the sensei shit.
Good.
Good speech.
Break's over.
I love it. Oh my god, we're literally gonna have the Rocky moment. Here they come. They're even doing the run on the beach from Rocky. That's the whole Rocky. There's a lot of people. Encino Commons. What is that? Pearls.
Wow. Mr. Miyagi gave it to me.
Oh,
Yeah, that's right. It had too much sentimental value.
Adorable.
So when he got married, he gave it to his wife, and a guard stole it. It was terrible.
Wait, so what did Mr. Miyagi do?
Culprit in a violent robbery in the
Oh my God.
Watkins of Lodi.
He found the garden, he took it back.
Daniel was like,
No, he ever told you this story?
he didn't, but I found the ad and I thought he was a dirty
attacked
thief.
Mr. He asked me to give it to Samantha when the time was right.
Oh, I can't believe Daniel doubted Mr. Miyagi. I mean, people make mistakes. He went back to get what was his.
The Tooth Fairy. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You're welcome.
The Tooth Fairy.
I'm Julia with Icon Branding. We represent a select group of athletes. Is this a job offer?
Tori.
A career offer.
This is
And
your
a very
future.
cool one at that. That's just the base salary.
Tori, that's...
Life-changing.
You don't have to give me an answer now. Both of you.
Life-changing for both of you.
The world's gonna want to see the two of you competing together.
Yeah, because they kissed.
Hey.
He's gonna let him host.
No, I think it was your right foot. Almost cracked my jaw.
The funny thing is, this guy would have probably sued the shit out of him. I like it though. He's like, yeah.
My apologies accepted.
Yes, all billions of them.
When we saw him in Hawk before and then Moon came around,
It's fine to regret it.
what is on your hand?
You hear that sound? After this fight, your family will be there for you to console you. You know what it's like on the other side. And you know it's going to haunt you for the rest of your life. But the kids at school will call her a loser.
Cause my 60-year-old dad. I hear breakings.
I could break you right now.
I mean, that probably already tweaked him though. This shouldn't even be allowed. There should be people guarding the doors and not letting them in the same locker room.
It's karate time.
Karate time. The guy is a good announcer. I'll give him that.
Think Lawrence stands a shot against this guy? Nah, he's fucked. The youngest fighter to ever win the Sakai Tai Kai. He's undefeated in 7 karate circuits. Sensei.
Where's Silver?
Cobra Kai! Well, you heard it. Cobra Kai!
I think the Black E's are way cooler. Oh my god, we got everybody!
Johnny Lawrence!
I mean, Johnny's gotta be at least 20 years older than this guy. But I love it. He got kicked once and he's like, oh, that frigging sucks.
Hey, no point. Illegal contact to the back of the head.
My mistake.
I know you gotta give him, like, the benefit of the doubt, but come on.
Oh, come on, that's bullshit.
That's gotta be illegal, right? No point.
It should be 2 strikes and you're out.
Next time, it's gonna be a 1 point.
I was gonna
deduction.
say, usually 2 strikes, you're out. They'll be like, all right, one more time, you lose a point. I think people will intentionally do illegal shit.
I told you, it doesn't matter if you win. You just do your best.
Fight!
Wolf wants to obliterate him. You must do something.
Time out.
What dojo are you fighting for?
What?
And does defeat exist in your
He's
dojo?
gonna Johnny him.
Does it?
No.
And I sure as shit know that pain doesn't exist either. And get out there and kick the living shit out of this asshole.
He's gotta Johnny him. This is Cobra Kai. You gotta talk shit and act like a crazy person.
Fight! Fighters, take your line.
I love that he's in it. That's the pawn guy.
Fight!
We need one more to tie it up. Come on. Do the spin kick like you said. Illegal, illegal.
No point. Neither the side.
He did it, he did it. He did exactly what he said he'd do.
Whoever gets the next point will be our winner.
Hey, time!
It's your last time out.
I was gonna say, how many timeouts do we get?
Remember what you learned at Miyagi?
It's what Karate Kid is all about. Crane kick.
Be careful, this guy is pissed.
Oh shit, he's doing the I will kill you maneuver. See, he's thinking back. He's thinking back. He's gonna do it. He's going to do it. Daniel's gonna nod. Yup. He's like, do it. Amazing. His mistake with Daniel was he attacked. He was too aggressive. Oh. He honorably bowed to him?
I love you so much.
Johnny got his championship.
You're always gonna be a sensei. Love it. You're good at it.
Now, officially, the world's #1 dojo.
Oh, we're gonna have the whole wrap up now. Oh, look who it is. Oh. Defangs the dragons. He's gonna visit his mom. Wandered up drunk, talking about going to jail. Now he's sober with some flowers and a wife and kids. He said he wanted to make Mom proud.
And you call me every day, okay? I don't care if it's the middle of the night, you call me, okay?
I do have a private stash of Uncrustables hidden in the garage freezer that I was keeping from you.
I thought he was going to become a much bigger deal in the show, but he kind of got sidelined for whatever reason.
Look,
I'm assuming Miguel is seeing her off as well.
I know these last couple of years weren't easy for you. So proud of the person you've become.
I'm gonna miss you too, Dad.
Yeah, you better.
Jersey tough?
Valley tough.
Ah. Miguel's got to be showing up, right?
Good afternoon, passengers.
There he is. There he is.
I couldn't stop thinking about how we never got to explore Barcelona, and I thought maybe I could help you get settled in.
Adorable.
Oh, now wearing Mr. Miyagi's necklace.
I had another one that I really wanted to wear today.
Going way back. We've still not heard about... Oh my God.
We're at capacity. Hey, Baby Red, eyes up here.
Baby Red.
I know right now you are the portrait of dejection. Hey, Mom. It is a bad time. Mothers are not the enemy. All right, I gotta go. Do 100 jumping jacks. They're listening to me.
I can't believe we went the whole episode without any news of Silver or Kreese.
There is no one way. If You want to conquer life's obstacles and be the best you can be, you're gonna need to learn more than one discipline. You're all gonna learn Miyagi-Do from one of the best senseis in the world. Because aggression isn't always the answer. But I can't teach you that. Strike first means be aggressive. Strike hard means give it your all. No mercy. Means not being Mr. Nice Guy. Take those glasses off. Get a cooler pair or get some contacts, but I never want to see those in this dojo ever again. Do you understand?
Yes.
You understand? Can't hear you! Yes, Sensei!
All right, lay it on me.
So the show would be set in Hell Valley, alternate 1985.
I feel like why not get Crispin too? Maybe Mike to direct.
Talking Back to the Future.
Oh, this is gonna be amazing.
They're talking Back to the Future.
Maybe it'll be good for Anthony to enter his Cobra Kai. You know, he'd probably good for him to have a neutral sensei.
Did you get one of these in the mail?
Yeah, it's a property tax bill.
Didn't I already pay taxes when I bought the place?
I'm gonna introduce you to my accountant.
Oh my
What,
God.
is he gonna send me a bill too?
He doesn't know you have to pay taxes.
All right, I'm gonna go drain the main vein. Don't order without me.
Oh God, catch it. Catch it with the chopsticks. Remember, Miyagi said he got lucky.
Wouldn't flash water be easier?
I love it.
Hey, Mr. Miyagi, look.
Beginner luck.
You beginner luck.
Was it beginner luck? I think he's gonna catch it. Oh!
Got him. No mercy.
My God. All right, everybody, that is it for the final episode of the entire series of Cobra Kai, handled beautifully. It's exactly how I thought it would go down. I figured they would make Johnny the winner, but it wouldn't have surprised me based on the beginning when Daniel was giving the speech where he's like, this could end up like Rocky. The first Rocky didn't win. As soon as he started saying that, I'm like, oh my God, with all the Rocky references they've spit out throughout these entire 6 seasons, they might be setting us up for failure, aka we're winners just by having gotten to the final match. And not for nothing, it wouldn't have been too surprising because I feel like Johnny is at least 20 years older than Wolf, and Wolf had been training his whole life and like dedicated himself. Not for nothing, but Johnny took a lot of years off. He drank a lot. He didn't have the greatest work ethic, let's say. He was in good shape, don't get me wrong, for his age especially. It's just a fact that Wolf was younger, stronger, more dedicated, and he's a dirty fighter, so he's even willing to go into shit mode and like be a cheater. He even in that fight had 2 illegal hits, and they were like, yo, we're going to discount 1 more point. I said during the show too, that I think is something that should go away in fighting in general. I don't think it's fair. I see it all the time in boxing. They'll do illegal shit until the ref goes, all right, 1 more time, I'm going to deduct a point. Then they stop doing it, or they'll go, all right, fine, deduct a point. I don't care. I'm going to bloody you so badly that I'm going to get such an advantage. I don't care if I lose a point because I'm going to knock you out and win by knockout or something like that. The only thing I was surprised with was even going back to the flashback when it was 2-2, the match was tied. I thought they were going to do a crane kick. When Daniel was training him, we saw they were training the crane kick. Now, obviously, that was going back to Karate Kid, but being as it was tied 2-2 and Johnny lost by the crane kick, I thought Johnny was going to pull out the crane kick. The whole way it unraveled, I feel like they were trying to make us think it was going that way, but instead it was just that Johnny was too aggressive and ran at Daniel, and that's how he got kicked. And he just took a step back and he tripped and he just avoided what Wolf was doing. So everything worked out. We see this whole montage at the end. We got nothing about Kreese and Silver, but honestly, I love that they did it like that. There is nothing that needs to be said or done. They clearly showed that both of them got taken out by the boat. I mean, it would have made sense maybe to have it be like, oh, we heard that they passed away or something to honor them, but they mentioned him once. In the fight, Wolf was like, hey, where's Silver? And they were like, I don't know. And that's all that was mentioned of him. And then at the end there, they're clearly at the sushi bar and these guys are at the counter talking about Back to the Future. I don't know if that is like a joke or if they're actually thinking about such things happening, but they were definitely talking about that. And then I love that they went back to the catching of the fly because Mr. Miyagi was like, if you could catch a fly, you could do anything. And it's basically coming full circle where Daniel was able to do all. He did everything. And he goes to catch the fly. I'm like, is he going to do it again? Because that would be funny if he did it. But then it's even funnier that Johnny comes back from the bathroom and kills it immediately. He's like, got it. So Johnny caught the fly too. Mr. Miyagi said you had to use the chopsticks, but that's not Johnny's way. So lined up perfect. Like Cobra Kai's back in action. We had Stingray teaching classes. We have Miyagi-Do assisting us, and Daniel is still teaching. We had Sam go to Okinawa, and Miguel joins her. Robbie and Tori are doing promotional advertising and ads and stuff like that. Everything was wrapped up pretty well. Honestly, it wasn't a action-packed climactic episode as much as the previous two, but I understand they had to, tie everything up and like have a finality to everything. And you can't have this crazy season-ending cliffhanger like they did in all the other seasons where there's like this free-for-all brawl where everyone is killing one another. That's what they did in part 2. I like that they did it in parts, seeing how it all panned out, because part 2 had the insanity at the last episode where like you're like, oh my god, and they're like, cut the feed, and then we end it and we had like a 2-3 month break. That made sense because there were 5 episodes left, but you can't end a series like that. You kind of have to tie it up with a nice little bow and have it like relaxed towards the end. So we had Johnny doing his typical thing in Cobra Kai. I love that he went back to what he originally did, where he's like, oh, look at this nerd over here, and take those glasses off, get a new pair of glasses or some contacts. He's still being the tough exterior, but mixing in Miyagi-Do and knows what is right and wrong at this point. Phenomenal. You guys let me know what you think, but I'm going to go edit these up. You want to see more of what I do? In the description is the link for Patreon. Go there, ask me to watch whatever you want at a certain tier level, and I will do so. That is how we have thousands of exclusives like Peaky Blinders, Doctor Who, Person of Interest, Outer Banks, and Eureka, Pushing Daisies, Good Omens. We're currently doing Severance and Yellow Jackets new seasons. We started Schitt's Creek, Leverage, Ranma 1/2, thousands of other movies and shows full unedited. Check it out. If not, comments down below, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on another show. Peace.